Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new trader interview with Job from Tanzania. Today, we're going to be chatting about what makes him tick as a trader and how he was able to withdraw $1,500 from his Blue Guardian account. Hi, Job. How are you?
I'm good, Ethan. How are you?
I'm very good, man. Thank you very much for being on here. I just wanted to ask you to start off with how did you end up getting into trading? Did you hear about it from a friend? Did you end up seeing it on the internet somewhere? What got you started, and how long ago did you start?
Oh, thank you. I'm delighted to be here speaking with you. My name is Job Magoma Ben, and I'm from Tanzania. I'm 29 years old, and my trading journey started about 4 or 5 years ago. Through a friend just introduced me to Forex, and he told me there's this game-changing opportunity here. We are all youth and we are trying to make out of this life here and trying to better our lives. Then he told me there's this good opportunity here. Why don't we try doing it? And I was interested, you know, because I am very much interested in technology, yeah. And as we know, trading is mostly through computers. And I was like, okay, this might be a good idea for me because I also don't enjoy meeting a lot of people talking much, you know. So if I get the opportunity to stay on my own, work, and I'll say perfect, then we started learning. Uh, Took some time to
And
learn.
when you started trading, did you start trading on a live account or did you start with a demo account first?
I first started with a demo account.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bit curious about going straight with the live funds. I had to be familiar with the market situations, yeah, and all such things. And I started with demo account for some months till when I was comfortable. I started putting a little amount of money.
Right. And you said it was about 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So that was before, or maybe just as prop firms started to pop up, right? So, in
Yeah.
terms of when did you discover prop firms and when did you start using them?
Okay. Yeah. About 1.5 year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Again, after blowing out some accounts, you have to find some way to keep going. Then one day on the internet, I saw something about prop firms. I was like, I was interested because eh, firstly I could manage only accounts of to purchase accounts of $100, 200, But then I get this opportunity to get a funded account of $10,000, 20, and it was massive. And I was interested. I said, let me try this out.
And before you started trading prop firms, were you profitable before then? Because a lot of people will tell me that prop firms changed the game for them. I'm actually one of them as well. So for me, before prop firms, I struggled to be profitable, and then I discovered
Yeah.
prop firms, and for me, changing and trading with other people's money really just changed my psychology so that I was able to be profitable. Do you think it was the same for you?
Yeah, I believe it was the same for me. Firstly, I was having a little savings, yeah. Then I blew them away. I started asking money from my friends, taking loans, Then I blew some accounts, and it was now becoming stressful because you got someone ask for money and tell them I'll be profitable, yeah. But then you blow out the money away, and then
Mm,
depression, they want their money back,
yeah.
So it was difficult for me too. I blew some accounts, but then when I got to know about Profem, I was like, this might be good for me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And so you think that that completely changed the way that you looked at it. You weren't, there wasn't as much pressure because, you know, you're trading with other people's money, but if you lose, you lose, you know, you don't need to worry about, you know, they take the full liability for the loss. So I think that also for me, that changed it for me as well. And I think a lot of people change their mindset fully because of the way that prop firms work right now. So, in terms of like your trading style, how do you manage to trade when you are, you know, are you you're still working a day job, right?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
So how do you manage to to fit your trading in with your lifestyle?
Okay. Uh, okay. At first it was difficult, because a lot of work, and you get a small amount of time to work on your trading. So I had to take a little break from my work first. Then I said, because I believe in forex and in prop firms, I said, okay, this is something I want to do. You know, so I took an extended leave from work. Then I focused solely on learning and performing my strategies. It was, sometimes when you tell someone you're you're trying something different, yeah, they'll be like, oh, it don't work.
Hmm.
I needed a lot of courage to do that. So, but after becoming more flexible, I I I managed to put my schedule together well so that I can trade according to the sessions. Yeah.
And how did you deal with people that told you that, yeah, you couldn't do it because it's something different and not a lot of people know about it? And I had the same problems as you, man. People told me, hey, look, this thing, there's so many scams going on and that kind of stuff. And, you know, now suddenly, you know, you start to make some money and now you're like, hey, guess what? It worked out. How did you end up dealing with those people that said that you couldn't do it? How did you adjust your mentality to deal with them?
I'm sorry to say this, but this part of the world, yeah, where I'm from, you know, it's like a lot of people don't believe in this online business. Yeah, they think a lot about scamming. Yeah, they just steal your money. So even if you try to convince a friend, telling them about forex and pop firms, they'll be like, you're just losing your money. Yeah? You put your money, they'll take it, and then they'll go away. They're from Europe, America, whatever. There's no way you can get them. So it was very difficult, to and sometimes people they tell you things and you start second guessing yourself like, really is this really what I can do, or is it something I should really put my time and focus on, because sometimes you don't know, people talk much and then gets in your head. But I think, thank God I did not listen much to them. I just looked for what I want, and I focused to my goal. Yes,
How were you
I'm doing
able
this.
to you think block them out and just continue to focus and believe in yourself? Do you think it was just because you knew you were going to make it, you knew you were going to work hard to make it happen, or was there something else that drove you to continue to believe in yourself so much?
Uh, Partly because I think when you have a desire, you sometimes you just have to believe in yourself. Yeah. A lot of people will tell you you can't do that, you can, but if you listen to them, it's true you won't make it. But sometimes if there's something inside you saying that you'll do this, listen to that, and then nothing will stop you. So, and I usually stay on my own, making my own decisions. Yeah.
Right. And in terms of when you've been trading with, for example, Blue Guardian, how long have you had your Blue Guardian accounts now?
Okay. Roughly about 1.5 month now.
Okay. And you've done one withdrawal so far, right?
Yeah, one withdraw.
So your withdrawal was about $1,500, right?
Yeah, $1,500.
Amazing. Well done, man. That's really great.
Thank you.
How
Thank
quick
you.
did it end up coming through?
Surprisingly, it was very fast. Yeah. You know, I've tried some prop firms before. They
Hmm.
usually take 24 hours, even
Hmm.
more to 72 hours. For it was less than 6 hours. I got my payout very
Amazing, man.
fast.
How did it feel when you got that like nice payout? Was it one of your bigger payouts so far?
Yeah. It was one of my bigger payouts. I felt like taking the money and throwing it away, making it
Uh,
rain. When you achieve something that sometimes most people think you can't do it now. There's
mm,
that satisfaction you feel down inside that. Like, yeah, you just want to see the money, yeah, when more
yeah.
motivated about trading more.
Yeah, but you have to enjoy it, man. You have to enjoy,
Yeah, true.
you have to
Yeah.
enjoy life. You never know. Tomorrow's
Yeah.
never promised. So sometimes
Yeah.
it's good to enjoy life.
I treated myself
So
to a fast dinner.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think it's a good thing. You need to have balance in your life as well. I think that people that try to hold on to their money for too long, they don't understand that you can't take money with you when you die. So
Uh,
you need to enjoy yourself, man.
yeah, you,
100%.
yeah, you have to enjoy the money you make now. You struggle making money and then you don't enjoy it. What's the use? You make money so that you can live good and enjoy life.
Exactly, exactly, man. So when you're trading, right? When you were trading accounts before on, for example, like normal brokers, with your
Yeah,
own money you deposited, how did you
yeah.
trade the prop firm accounts differently to when you were trading just normal small accounts that you deposited your own funds in?
Before I was like all over the place. Yeah, I was trying everything out, but then when I started trading prop firms, as you said before, that the pressure of not being reliable on the losses is somehow eases things. Yeah, I just decided to stick to one strategy. Yeah, and said, I'll come down, and because I wanted this to work, I just focused on my strategy. Yeah, I think it helped me a lot. Before I was just like all over the place. If I hear new strategy, I take it. For the trend line, I take it. For the Fibonacci, everything. I was all over the place.
And how would you describe the strategy that you trade right now?
Okay. Uh, is Now it's very simple. I
Okay.
just follow, I just follow the momentum and the trend. Uh, I whenever the market values, I stay out of the market. I usually follow the trend, and it's working perfect.
And what pairs do you usually trade?
I normally trade GBP USD.
Hmm.
It's the only pair I
That's all.
focus.
So you think sticking with one pair rather than having lots of pairs is better? You can maybe focus more on learning the characteristics of that one pair?
Yeah, true. Before I was used to trade about 5 pairs. You see now sometimes, let's say there's news, yeah. You open one pair, you look another pair, and it's moving. You want to enter to the other
Mm.
pair too, then it becomes shambles. Yeah, everything falls off all over. But when I started focusing on one pair, I had more time to learn uh, about the pair and focus on the pair characteristics. Yeah, when there's news, how it behaves, when the market is quiet, or during the
Yeah, so
overlaps, everything.
So you're able to figure out, what the characteristics of that one pair is a lot better when you're just focusing on the one. I think a lot of people trade so many different things. They trade gold, Nasdaq, US 30,
Uh,
they trade Euro USD, all of them, and they don't know how all of them move. And you can't really
yeah,
focus on one properly. And then again, like you said, when the news comes, now what's going to happen? Because one's going to be correlated with another, and
yeah,
now suddenly you've got too much risk happening, which
yeah,
luckily there's, Guardian Protector at the moment. So So if, for example, you've got so many different positions running, Guardian Protector can probably save your account if you've had it set up properly. In terms of when you're passing your challenge, how did you trade your account to pass your challenge? Do you trade it differently when you've got the live account versus when you're trying to pass your challenge?
Uh, Actually, I try to stick to the same strategy, to the same plan. You
Okay.
know,
You don't change your
I,
risk management at all.
anyway, my my risk management doesn't base much on the percentages. I just
Mhm.
calculate my lot size and stick to the lot size. And sometimes, yeah, it's somewhat dangerous because when you stick to the same lot size, yeah, sometimes the market goes against you, and then poof, you're out of the market. But
And do you have a
I,
set stop loss size, or do you just do you trade without a stop loss, perhaps?
I
Because you
know,
can do whatever you want with Blue Guardian.
yeah,
It really
yes,
is whatever works for you.
I trade with stop loss, but again, you mentioned a very important tool, the
Hmm.
Guardian Protector. It has been very useful because sometimes I overtrade, yeah, and then the Guardian Protector like says, "Hey, stop!
Hmm. And it
This
locks you
is
out for the day.
yeah."
Yeah.
So it has been very helpful. It's a very important tool. Before, like I could overtrade, and revenge trade. You know, I thought proper buy. Then it's a sell side. Okay, no, 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 no. I have to to get back to this trade and make the money I lost. But
Mm.
and then I
So
blow account.
yeah.
But then the Guardian Protector has been very good to me. It tells me now this is enough. Yeah.
Yeah, so initially when Guardian Protector was created to stop people from hitting, the max 4% daily loss. But it looks like more and more people are using the feature in a way that stops them from over trading as well. So they'll set
Ah,
like maybe 1 or 2% for the day, and if it hits that, then it locks them out from trading for the day. So it stops you from revenge trading. So a lot of people are using that, and I think that it's helping a lot of traders from not only hitting the max daily loss, but I think it's also helping people from um, over trading and actually giving them a much higher probability of passing. But now as well, obviously there's unlimited time to pass now, and I think maybe you started yours before then. How do you think that
yeah.
that changes everything now that there's unlimited time to pass your evaluations?
Yeah, that's great. That's part because less pressure. Again, you don't have to overtrade. Yeah, like maybe say before it was like maybe 1 month to pass one phase, but then now you have time. Yeah, you can grow small, small, steadily. You don't have to over leverage so that you
Mhm.
can attain the target. So it's good. You can trade at your pace. Yeah, I think it's perfect.
And
Less
then
stress, more enjoyment.
in terms of your Blue Guardian accounts, right? What's your
Yeah.
plans to scale your accounts from here?
In fact, I want to buy more more accounts. Yeah, because I think it's good for me. Yeah,
Hmm.
and it's
Yeah.
a
Are you?
it's
Well, how big is your account at the moment? Is it 50K?
my my account is 20K.
20K. So you actually made a really good percentage return on your account. And I
Yeah,
think that, yeah, scaling that is going to be, you're only going to make much more. So that's really
yeah,
impressive, man. Well done.
yeah.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I want to scale this more and buy another account so like I keep making
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
you also have to be you have to be very careful not to,
yeah,
scale too quickly. And I think that
yeah,
also that will affect your psychology. But I think that that's something you learn as you grow as a prop firm trader as well. Um,
yeah. True.
in terms of things that you think, so when you started trading, right? How what were the things that you were challenged by the most when you started trading?
Okay. Challenges,
Hmm.
strategies maybe.
Mm-hmm.
to find a proper strategy to trade with. It
Mm-hmm.
was a big challenge, and understanding the markets, yeah, you know, and the market conditions, the spread.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I couldn't understand why these things happen, yeah. And I mostly I liked trading on news, because more volatility, the market moves fast. So I had the idea that I'll be making more money. Yeah. So it was
Um,
very challenging for me to trade the news.
and are there still things that you struggle with now?
Yeah. Mostly I I I get anxious. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. When I see I'm losing some money, I start doubting my strategy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, 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 no! It's
Yeah.
not working. It's not working.
And
Yeah.
and
So
and if you had to go back in time to when you first started trading, and you could
yes.
give yourself some advice to help you from having those issues you used to have, what would you tell yourself?
Okay. For me, more demo trading. Yeah, and uh, enjoying the moment.
Hmm.
Allowing myself to learn properly, not rushing things. Yeah,
Mm.
just
So
focus
taking your
on
time more, yeah.
and erasing the noises from all over. Like
Yeah.
you go on YouTube, everyone is talking about this strategy, doing this, doing that.
Yeah.
You see, yeah,
Yeah, I think
like
that's I
every
think that's
strategy
really
is good
important.
strategy.
Yeah, I think that's really important. A lot of people keep trying to chase new strategies and they're looking for something that's magic or something that's going to make
Uh,
them a rich, like some kind of money ATM that just prints unlimited money. Doesn't work like that. You have to work very hard, stick to one
yeah,
strategy, make it work because there's so many strategies that work and there's so many strategies that are profitable, but it's all in your head. Once you get your head right and you make your strategy work, then there's no reason you can't be successful. And I
true,
think a
true.
lot of people get stuck.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, there's very few people that are able to make it work up here, and that's the biggest challenge, I think.
yeah. I think too, people want to make fast money, yeah?
Mm,
Like
mm.
fast and easy money. But I think
Yeah.
forex is not that way. You have to take your time to study, find a patience, and then things will happen.
Yeah, exactly. I think that that's the thing as well. People get into this game to try and make quick money, and they or just they'll, for example, people come to me and they'll say, "Hey, I want to start trading. Can you help me? Like, I just want to make some extra money, you know?" And I'm like, "No, don't. You can't. That's not how it works. If you're trying to get into it to make some extra money, you're just not going to make any money. You're going to lose all your money. You
You
need
will
to
lose more
have
money.
more of a motivation than that. You can't just
Yeah,
want to make some side money because when things get hard, you're going to just quit because why? You're not
yeah,
trying to make, a change in your life. You're just trying to make a little bit of extra money on the side, and that's not enough of a motivation to continue going.
true.
For you, what was your motivation to keep going when things were hard?
Okay. One of my motivation was getting out of poverty. Yeah. I want to live good, uh, and help my family and friends. Yeah. So
Mm,
whenever I felt like giving up, I feel like I'm also letting my family down, because
mm.
I think it's one way of helping them now. If I give up now, who who will be there for them? So
Yeah,
I always keep
exactly.
my mind intact because I want also to help others.
Exactly. Well, man, thank you very much for having this chat with me. I really appreciate you sharing your journey as a trader with us. And I think a lot of the viewers at home can learn a lot from that. So, to everybody who watched the video, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate all of your views. If you liked this video, please do subscribe down below and let us know why you enjoyed it. And for future, let us know what you want to see in future videos as well. So, thank you everybody for watching. And thank you very much to Job for coming through and letting us know his journey.